Spring is coming, the birds are singing, and all is right with the world. Except that it's not. We're in the midst of a pandemic. Hundreds of thousands have died. People are sad, anxious, fearful, frustrated, angry. And this pandemic has just exacerbated so many other things that we see are wrong with our world. Divisions, violence, hatred, prejudice against different groups in our society. So much that's wrong with our relationship with nature. We live in a world that is broken, where our relationships with others, our relationships with the world are spoilt. We're uneasy with ourselves. And into this world of brokenness, broken relationships, anger, sin, comes Jesus, God the Son. The world he came into 2,000 years ago, in one sense, was not very different from ours. It was a world of plagues and violence, hostility and anger. And for 33 years he lived among us, sharing humanity's life. And his life climaxes with his death on the cross and his resurrection. And that's what Christians all over the world are beginning to focus on as we move towards Easter. But why is his death so important and so significant for us and for all the world? As he hangs on the cross, as he's crucified, as he dies that most shameful of deaths, the Gospels record that Jesus said 7 things, 7 words. And in this series of short videos, we're going to look at these 7 words and see how they tell us something about what his death meant and means. Let's hear the first saying now.
As the soldiers led him away, they seized Simon from Cyrene, who was on his way in from the country, and put the cross on him and made him carry it behind Jesus. A large number of people followed him, including women who mourned and wailed for him. 2 other men, both criminals, were also led out with him to be executed. When they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified him there, along with the criminals, one on his right, the other on his left. Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they're doing." And they divided up his clothes by casting lots.
That's a remarkable prayer. Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. As the nails have been driven into his hands and feet, as he's been hoisted up on the cross, as his body is racked with agony, he prays, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Crucifying the innocent Son of God. And often we don't know what we're doing either. When we sin, when we abuse and exploit creation, when we go against other people, when we're angry, when we abuse and exploit others, or even just when we let thoughts sit and fester in our minds, we think no one else knows, but all the time what we're doing is not just hurting others, but we're breaking our relationship with God, the one who's made us, the one who's made this world, the one who's made all people in his image. What we do to others, what we do to God's creation, we do against him. We need forgiveness. But forgiveness is hard, isn't it? You ever tried to forgive someone? If someone's hurt us and we offer them forgiveness, what we're doing is we're choosing to bear the pain, to bear the hurt that they've put on us. It's hard to do. But the result can be a restored relationship with that person. When Jesus was crucified, the people who passed by thought, he's just getting what he deserved. But he wasn't. Jesus was getting what we deserve. And because he took on himself what we deserve, we're offered the chance to get what we don't deserve. Forgiveness. A restored relationship with our Maker, with God our Father. And so when Jesus dies on the cross, when he prays that prayer, Father, forgive them, that is in a sense an invitation to all of us to come to him, to accept his forgiveness. And as we find ourselves forgiven, we find ourselves brought back into relationship with him. He bears the hurt, the pain, the consequences, the judgment that we deserve, and instead offers us forgiveness, friendship, rest. And my hope and prayer is that this Easter we will all grasp a little bit more the wonder of the cross, and we will come to experience ourselves the great gift of forgiveness that God offers to each of us.
I heard the voice of Jesus say, "Come unto me and rest. Lay down, O weary one, lay down your head upon my breast." I came to Jesus as I was, so weary, worn, and sad. I found in him a resting place, and he has made me